My name is Charlotte Heyer, and the title of my poster is The Effects of Smartphone Use on Social Interactions and Loneliness. Our intro shows us that social interaction has a big impact on the level of one's happiness and well-being. With the increase of smartphones, there can be a decrease in in-person interactions. We wanted to know if this was the case in our surveyed population. We surveyed students at BYU, Idaho. We further wanted to know if the quality of their relationships was hindered from smartphone use. We also asked if smartphone use helped them feel less lonely. We used Qualtrics to send out a survey by email. Qualtrics and Excel were used to run our statistical measures. Here I have some of my tables that I've done that I'll explain through my discussion. The participants in the study showed us that smartphone use may or may not cause a decrease in the frequency of in-person interactions. According to their responses, smartphones have been used in place of conversing with friends and family. However, the majority of respondents did not indicate this happens on a regular basis. That's what we see in our first table. Some said never, sometimes. These are questions in relation to when I'm with my family or friends, they're on their phone more than they interact with me. So this showed us how much that's true and how much it's not. It was further revealed that smartphones can, and at times do, have a negative influence in varying degrees on the quality of relationships and our close affiliations. Based on the responses, participants were more prone to see others' smartphone use as hindering the relationship than to see how their own usage might affect the relationship. Here we see that we have responses from a great deal to not at all, and the questions had to do with my friends' smartphone use hinders the quality of the relationship, my relationship with them, whether yes or whether no, and then it also said my smartphone use may or may not hinder the quality of the relationship. We also saw that there was a greater degree of importance placed on relationships. It seemed that family relationships were more important than friendship ones. We also saw from this survey that smartphones were shown to have some bearing on a person's perception of loneliness. We asked if social media gave them any sense of belonging. And in varying degrees here, some said no, it did not. Some replied that it did. Now, for those that said it did not, more research can be done to ask, does it specifically make them feel less lonely, or does it just not provide any sense of belonging? Another limitation of the study was that we asked students. Students are typically going to be on their phones less because they have a lot going on academically, and they also may have an idea of what that cost. And also because we asked a religious group, it may also affect how responses, or basically how they live their lives. And that's why responses were as they are. And I think another question to ask would be, we asked a lot if smartphone use hinders the quality of relationship, but it would be good to know if smartphone use can improve the quality of one's relationship. And that is my presentation.